Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chanel. Hold on. It's been that long. I don't remember my intro. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, The Moody Pages. I'm Chanel, your fellow mood reader. This is Joey. And then we have a corgi down here that's a little mad. His name is Kingsley. I am in a very big reading slump. Mentally, I am doing iffy. You're doing iffy, but we're hanging in there. And I went book shopping today with my friend Tori, and I felt inspired, rejuvenated to film. And she was telling me that she reads genres that are typically out of her norm to help her get out of a slump. And I was like, you know what, I probably should do that. I kind of went into a darker book section and now I am in a slump. So I have a few books in mind that I might read, and let me show you the books. Shadowed Obsession. This is a dark rom-com. I know I said I wanted to read something light, but yeah, a little dark rom-com. This is from Probably Smut, and I think it's really cute. It's on KU. And then while I was also at Barnes & Noble, I did download some books on KU that I saw, and I was like, oh, these seem pretty good, you know, kind of, I don't know, I just need something that's very low effort for my brain. I started reading Immortal Dark, and it's such pretty writing, and it takes a lot of brain power for me to read. I went to book shopping. I got two books. I got Cash and The Invocations. She has range. Okay, I think, so this is a cowboy romance and then a dark YA. I've been reading darker books. I probably shouldn't read this right now, so maybe I'll hold it for September, possibly. So I'm debating between these two. I do have Shadowed Obsession on KU right now because I got this and I was like, you know what? I need to actually start reading my Probably Smut books. So I think I'm gonna try and start with this. This is a stalker mafia romance, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, this intro was so long. I'm so sorry. Let's find our passion for reading together again. Okay, let's find my passion for reading. I don't know if you're in a slump, but if you are, let's try and find it together. Okay, bye. I didn't mention in a vlog, I did start filming another vlog, okay, and I just deleted all the footage from that, but I bought a big chair. Look at how massive that is. So I'm gonna go read on it. Look how cute. Okay. Me again. I am on page 62 of Shadowed Obsession. It's good so far. If you like insta love, this is pretty much it. The stalker is actually a hitman for a mafia family, and he is tasked with offing a different rival family, and he is obsessed with this girl. He has been watching her for weeks, and he's like, this girl's pretty, she's a good person, and he's like really likes her. There's different timelines on this book that's going on. It's like before the incident, after the incident, and whatever. So like, for example, the prologue, 42 hours before the incident. So it's kind of fun seeing the different timelines. I am having a good time. It's making my brain go through the motions of reading, and it's starting to get me out a little bit. I kind of want to put on an audiobook and just game on my Switch, but I need to make progress in this book. So that's what we're going to do. We'll be back.
Find out
while. It has been like a week since I last updated. I finished Shadowed Obsession. We're on a road trip. My sister-in-law's getting married here in Colorado. And yes, I'm using my phone flashlight just for this. It's really bad lighting. Anyways, I wanted to give a quick update. I really liked the book. I have a hard time getting into Insta love sometimes, but the more I got to know Deidre, and I struggle with saying that name, so I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the more I got to know her, I really liked her, and I can see why he instantly fell in love. Okay, I'm whispering because also my in-laws are here, and I feel silly updating. Okay, I'll talk more, but I liked it, and we'll see what I read next. I am filming this on my phone, so apologies if my voice is not as strong as when I have a mic, but I really did enjoy Shadowed Obsession. I thought it was really cute. I'm not normally a Insta love person, but I understood towards like the middle and end. I was like, you know what? I think this gets a pass for being Insta love. I like it, and then sometimes I don't. This is one of those moments where I started to really not like it, but it grew on me. It grew on me. I gave it 4 stars. I want to read more from this author. I feel like it's pulling me out of a reading slump. We are here in Colorado in nature. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna be reading a monster romance next, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, we are back at the Airbnb. It's been a long day. Tomorrow's the actual wedding. Today was rehearsal and whatever. So anyways, I picked up Luxuria. I'm gonna call it Luxuria. I'm not sure if that's how it's really pronounced, but this is a monster romance so far. This is a monster romance. I wanted to pick this up because I saw that Darkly from the Bookish Box is going to be doing a special edition of it in the fall, so anytime soon. And I would like to know if I want to skip it or not, because sometimes subs are pricey. We have 2 main characters, obviously. We have Ophelia, who is a huntress, and I believe she might hunt shades. Not exactly sure what she hunted, but she is a huntress, and she is banned from the family. And it starts off with her getting a phone call saying, "We need you. After so long of not talking to you, we suddenly need you." And then we get sent to the Shade Realm, which I'm not exactly sure how they look, but just from the description there's definitely horns. And we have Alaric, which I love the name Alaric. He is expecting a bride to show up any moment, and it is supposed to be a huntress. And her name is Ophelia, which is the huntress that got expelled from her family. Banned? Expelled. Anyways, I really like the writing style so far. I have a feeling that I'm gonna absolutely devour and love this. I don't know when the next update will be, but come along on this vlog. I am back home from my trip. I read a lot on my drive. I had a 13-hour drive. My husband was a trooper and he did the whole drive all in one shot. So I was passenger princess and I got to read. Unfortunately for me, the first drive there, I was in a reading slump. Second, I'm still trying to like get out of it. I feel it, but the monster romance that I read sealed the deal. We are out. We are back in business, baby. So I started reading Luxuria, as I kind of mentioned, and this had the perfect like banter, kind of like a found family moment, which I absolutely love when found family comes together, not necessarily forced upon us. And the main character, Ophelia, she is really funny. I thought that her personality was the perfect blend into this romance book. It was a good mix of banter, spice, and humor and action and plot. When we say action, I would say more so plot, not necessarily action, but nonetheless, I still really enjoyed it. I think the main guy's name is not how I'm pronouncing. I'm pronouncing it Alaric, and I think it might be Alaric. I don't know. Put down how his name is spelled here. How would you pronounce it? I'm saying Alaric, like from the Vampire Diaries. Okay, now I have a little haul for you guys. As I may have mentioned in another video or so, that I am a rep for this little bookmark company, bookish goods company called Arts by Books in May, and she has such cute stuff. Her like Halloween stuff came out. Look at this little Halloween ghosty. And then this one is just so cozy. Like, how fun. And I'm really excited for this bookmark. I just think it's so cute, cozy. It kind of just gives me like, I don't know, grandma vibes, but cutesy grandma vibes. Does that make sense? I don't know. But I like this so much, I did get it in a Kindle insert. So I have this little Kindle insert, and then some little girly pop moments for Halloween for Kindles. So very cute. In love. This is from a book club called Endlessly Well Read. For this book club, we get new releases or authors' books that went from indie to published with Bloom. And this month we got Picture Perfect by Tessa Bailey. Look at those edges. We got a little Tessa Bailey plate. So that's really cool. Personally, I am not a big fan of Tessa Bailey. So when I heard we were getting this book, I was slightly disappointed. And by slightly, I was just thoroughly disappointed. I have read multiple books by her, and it's just, she's not for me. This came out, and I am so happy with this. The edges too. The camera is just not wanting to pick up color right now, but I am just so excited for this. This is probably one of my favorite books this year. It just took me by surprise. So on my drive back home, I started a new book called Honeyed Fables by Whitney Dean. I'm gonna put the colored cover right here. This is what the cover looks like though on Kindle. Stunning. Okay. I'm actually really excited about this book because this is about a girl. She moved from her town in Missouri. She is now in, I forget which city, but it's like very close to Boston, I believe. She's a bookstore owner, and she is so successful. It really encaptures the book community, how word of mouth, we want to support indie bookstores, and that there's a sense of community within readers as itself. And I think it's really fun to see that portrayed on to pages. So that's our main character, Fallon. She's really like business oriented, business driven. She's actually wanting to expand her bookshop. In comes Hayes. She gets to know him as Fitz, and he is just some hottie. He is a hottie, straight up. He is the son of like this business tycoon guru in Boston, and they run like this major chain stores. Well, they want to place a bid on this property that Fallon is bidding on too, and it's leaning in Fallon's favor because she's stimulating the local economy, indie bookstore, small business. It's just leaning in her favor. And the dad doesn't like that. Hayes' dad doesn't like that, and he's sending him to go find out more about her and her weak spots and what they can use to pretty much bring her down so she doesn't get this property. And sure enough, they meet. And I'm not ready for whatever happens to go down because I'm just in love with their banter. He is just so swoon worthy. I really do like Whitney Dean's writing. If you haven't read Rise of the Cinder Fae, that's the only other book I've read from her. She does have another series that I do need to read, but Rise of the Cinder Fae, it is the perfect book for fall. It's a Cinderella retelling, and it's just so cute. I recommend it for fall. It's thick, but she's good. Let's keep reading and I'll bring it back. I finished Honeyed Fables. This was a lot shorter than I anticipated. I want more of their story. I really like these characters. Hayes, I imagined Austin Butler while reading this. How he looks in Elvis, that is exactly how I imagined Hayes looking like. Hot. Overall, this was a really good story. I wish it was longer and I can't wait for more. There was a topic, and it was a trigger warning at the beginning, talking about parental loss. And let me tell you, when it got to that subject, I was crying my eyes out. That's one of my biggest fears, is when I lose my parents. So I was crying my eyes out because that's just so scary, and I've heard many stories from personal people who have lost their parents in a similar way like that. So anyways, not me getting emotional over it, but overall I really enjoyed this. I'm probably gonna give it like a 4.75. The only reason why I will not, well, it could be a 5-star. It could be. I just need to think about it, but it's not a solid 5-star for me because I wanted more. I just need it to be longer. I love their chemistry. It is kind of insta-lovey, but there's yearning still. I absolutely love Hayes. He is a book boyfriend to me, absolutely. Okay, I think that we have done a successful reading vlog. Let me know, have you read any of these books? If so, what are your thoughts? And if not, would you pick up any one of these? Just for the cover, I added this physical book to my wish list because the cover, I would suggest reading this just for the cover alone. This is so beautiful and I love the story. Alrighty guys, that is all. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.